XRP's price has seen a lot of fluctuations lately. What will happen next? Will it go up or further down? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. Welcome back XRP Army. Please like the video, subscribe and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comment section. The price of XRP has been stabilizing between two crucial converging trend lines for the past few days.
Hey guys, have you ever heard about Stable? If you own XRP and are interested in making constant money on exchanges like 1inch, Uniswap and Co., then this website is perfect for you. After having to sign up to the site with your email, you can simply go to Top Up and select the currency and the amount of it that you want to deposit on the site. Now go to Open DeFi Staking or add liquidity in Liquidity Pool. The site shows you how much of that amount you'll earn as interest within 12 hours, usually around 0.1 to 0.2%. Within 1 year, you'll have made 2x without any risk, which helped the site receive more than $80 million within the first week.
As the asset coils up, it is preparing for a massive breakout that will result in an explosive run-up or run-down in the price of the asset. On-chain indicators, on the other hand, indicate that this move will most likely benefit the bulls. Since December 2021, the price of XRP has made 2 lower highs and 2 higher lows, a pattern that has been repeated. The evolution of a symmetrical triangle may be seen by drawing a trend line along the swing points in the graph. Despite the fact that this technical pattern does not have a breakout bias, it predicts a 46% rise, which is calculated by measuring the distance between the first swing high and the first swing low of the chart. When this distance is added to the breakout, it gives the setup a feasible objective to shoot for. A bullish breakthrough puts the price of XRP at $1.24, whilst a bearish breakout might push the remittance token down to $0.362 or even lower. By the way, do you think XRP will go up again? Let us know in the comment section down below. Based on current information, it is likely that the consolidation will continue for another week or two before a breakthrough takes place. However, given the present level of bullishness in the market, it is projected that the XRP price will have a bullish gain once it has moved out of the symmetrical triangle. The supply distribution map reveals that XRP whales have been busy amassing large amounts of the remittance currency in recent months. Between the 6th and 21st of February, the number of whales with 10 million or more XRP tokens increased from 317 to 337. With this 6.3% increase in value, these investors have demonstrated their interest in XRP at the current price levels, indicating that they believe a bullish breakout from the symmetrical triangle is imminent. The prognosis seems logical in light of the positive outlook. Market participants, on the other hand, must be aware of the bad environment in order to keep their risks under control. After a fake out happens, the price of the triangle reverses in the genuine direction of the triangle formation. Fake outs occur often during triangle creation. It is possible that XRP will be vulnerable to such an occurrence, in part due to the excessive liquidity present below the equal lows that were set at $0.509 and $0.509 respectively. As a result, in an alternative scenario, a temporary wick below $0.509 is necessary, allowing market makers to collect liquidity. Customers hoarding XRP at a cheaper price in response to this move would almost probably cause the cryptocurrency's price to soar sharply, creating a bull market in the coin. Alternative scenario. The price of Ripple generates a daily candlestick that closes below $0.509 United States dollars, signaling a bearish trend in the cryptocurrency. Due to this change, the remittance token's low would be lowered, therefore making the bullish thesis for the token useless. If this is the case, it would suggest that the decrease will continue, bringing the price of XRP closer to the predicted objective of $0.362 per XRP. Comment, XRP Army, if you believe XRP will start a new bull run soon. While the price of XRP is uncertain, there is another component of the cryptocurrency's worth that is also up in the air: the link between XRP and ETH, which is also a source of contention. Kurt Wuckert Jr., CoinGeek's chief Bitcoin historian, has made a number of high-profile media appearances over the course of the last several months. Among his appearances on Fox Business was a disagreement over whether or not there is a distinction between Ethereum and XRP, a cryptocurrency. Following Gary Gensler, chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Kurt shared his perspective on the issue in the first segment of the program. The part opened with a synopsis of the recent legal struggle between the Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple. Liz Klayman, the host of the Klayman Countdown, was perplexed as to why the Securities and Exchange Commission had filed a case against Ripple for selling XRP, but had not held Ethereum to the same standards as Ripple. Klayman pointed out that the selling of XRP by Ripple to support the development of its underlying blockchain infrastructure is no different from the sale of ETH by Ethereum to fund the development of its initial coin offering, ICO, in the same way, ICO. She pushed Gensler to provide evidence to support his point of view on the topic. In his own words, Gensler's philosophy is straightforward: collect money from the general people in a fair and open manner, with fraud protections in place, and register with the SEC to guarantee that everything is done in accordance with the law. The SEC chairman, Jay Clayton, stated in his remarks that the agency is technology neutral and that it is not opposed to investment and speculation, provided that it is done in line with the law. The SEC did not answer the question of why XRP and Ethereum are viewed in such disparate ways by the agency in its statement, which was released today. This is typically the case when it comes to short-form presentations with time allotments for each speaker that are limited in length. Do you agree that the SEC actions are hypocritical? If yes, then make sure to like this video. When it came to getting to the point of the talk, Kurt didn't waste any time. The difference between XRP and Ethereum, according to him, isn't very substantial. In fact, Ethereum was most likely the first initial coin offering, ICO, with Vitalik Buterin himself stating that it was done in order to raise money under order to build Ethereum 2.0, which is now in development. The bulk of people's opinions regarding Ethereum as a security, according to him, is based in large part on the work of William Hinman, according to him as well. According to him, the only thing that prevented it from being labeled as a security was the proof of work. That argument, however, is no longer valid because Ethereum is shifting to a proof-of-stake consensus method, making it, at best, paper-thin. There had been a lot of disagreement inside the SEC between William Hinman and Jay Clayton, and Gensler had been left with a large section of the subject that had no clear resolution, as Klayman pointed out. The fact that he is chasing Ripple, XRP, while not also pursuing Ethereum, or at the very least appearing to do so, has piqued her interest, and she has expressed her displeasure with this. Kurt agreed with the premise of this argument. His deep regard for Gensler, as well as his stance on the topic, he asserted, is well documented. I think I showed some consideration for the process, he said, adding that he was not the kind to attempt to force everyone into compliance by controlling everything. As a follow-up, Klayman sought Kurt's opinion on the prospect of a Bitcoin spot ETF. As she pointed out, it took nearly 7 years for the S&P 500 ETF to come into existence, and she speculated that a BTC spot ETF may face a similar lengthy wait. And he revealed that if the BTC ETF is successful, we could possibly also see an XRP ETF. What do you think about XRP's future? Will it go up now? Let us know in the comment section. If you want to continue to know about XRP, we have got 2 videos waiting for you on the end screen to check out. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Kindly note that prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered financial advice. Do conduct your due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.